In Tibet, they carve up the dead and offer them to the sky. In ancient Egypt, they embalm bodies, preserve their organs, and whisper prayers over their hearts. In Anglo-Saxon England, chieftains and kings were placed in massive boats that had been dragged up from the river. They were buried with lots of goods that they collected in life, and then mounds were raised above them so that they could be seen for miles around. But in your fantasy world, the dead kind of just vanish, don't they? We're trying a new video format today, a short, sharp burst of world building fuel. Think of this one as a flash of inspiration, something to light a fire in your setting. If people don't like it, well, I guess we won't carry on doing it. Anyway, most fantasy settings handle death the same way. There's a generic, sort of modern-day Western funeral rite, or maybe there's some vague ancestor worship, or if you're playing D&D or Pathfinder, potentially a cleric just casts Raise Dead and calls it a day. But in the real world, how a culture treats death tells you everything about how that culture sees life, the unseen world, and the soul. And by skipping this part, by not building death into your world, you are missing a chance to create something haunting, meaningful, and very deeply human. In the highlands of Tibet, the ground is frozen and wood for burning is rare, so we don't get the cremations that people have in other parts of the world. So in a lot of cases, the dead are ritually dismembered and fed to the waiting vultures. Now in some cultures this may be seen as a little bit gruesome, but to Tibetans it is sacred. The soul has left the body, and the body becomes a gift to the sky. It nourishes the creatures of the mountains. It's practical, it's spiritual, and it says that death is a transformation. Now if we take a look at something else, the Egyptians believed that death and preservation was the pathway to eternity. Organs were removed and stored in sacred jars. The body is a vessel for Ka and Ba, two parts of the soul. Tombs are not merely graves, they are gateways. Now this creates an entire economy of death. You have embalmers, priests, you have people trying to raid the tombs, yet the whole politics of the afterlife. And obviously, some of the greatest graves that the Egyptians built are still there. The Vikings and to the Anglo-Saxons, a great warrior deserved a send-off worthy of song. Ships were laden with goods and sometimes burned, and sometimes buried. It's ritual, it's status, it creates stuff of legend. Imagine the power dynamics of a world where only the elite are sent off in such an exciting way. Where barrows are raised upon the promontory which you sail under as you go along the river. Who gets remembered? Who gets forgotten? Give you a clue? It's the kings that are going to be remembered. So how do you build death into your world? I like to start with a simple method. Belief, ritual, society. What does your culture believe happens after death? Is it rebirth? Do the souls of the dead go to an ancestral realm? Are they consigned to oblivion? Do they go to heaven? Then ask yourself, what ritual reflects that belief? Are the dead cremated in your world? Are they consumed? Are they preserved? Entombed? Scattered? Sung over, sacrificed. Obviously I've given 3 examples, but there are so many different ways to deal with the dead, even just in our modern world. And particularly if we look back at how the dead have been dealt with throughout history. Then ask yourself, how does this belief and how does this ritual shape society? Who handles the dead? Are the dead feared? Are they revered? Is death beautiful or is it terrifying? Now it's your turn. I want you to invent a death ritual for your world based on your culture's beliefs. Then, build up from there. What is a local legend, a custom profession, or a sacred law around death? Just one ritual can grow roots across your entire setting. And I'm going to deal with that in our next video because I know this one's been a little bit shorter. Tell me what your dead demand in the comments. I would love to hear your offerings. If you enjoyed this, please do hit that subscribe button and smash the bell icon into 1,000 pieces. For more world building tips based on real history, real culture, and real imagination. Until next time, keep your lore alive, brothers and sisters.